We're here with Kaitlyn Merriman from Walking Mountain Science Center, and they just have such a plethora of amazing programs to both educate people as well as make sure people are having fun and learning about the environment. And this one in particular is really near and dear to my heart because I love getting out there and climbing 14ers and really adventuring around the high alpine space. And Kaitlyn, first off, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so this program that you're going to discuss today, it really involves pikas or pikas, and what's going on with them right now?
Yeah, so we are partnering with two organizations that have come together, Rocky Mountain Wild and the Denver Zoo, and they have started the Front Range Pika Project. And so their mission is to look at the science of climate change and determine if the pika are in trouble, because they are an indicator species of climate change. And looking at how they're affected.
Yeah, and so we were kind of chatting beforehand about why they are so affected by climate change, but I'm going to kind of let you...
Yeah, so they are exclusive to the alpine. They only live in alpine above tree line environments, and their bodies actually can't take temperatures above 78 degrees. Yeah. So they just we keep seeing them go higher and higher up on the mountains to escape those warming climates. And eventually we're going to get to the top of the mountain and they're not going to have anywhere to go. They don't migrate, they can't fly away. Yeah. So that is why they're an indicator species. So the project is going into alpine environments where there has been historical evidence of pikas, and trying to see if there's still evidence and if they're moving out of the areas or if they're still there. Okay.
And that's all above tree line is what you mean by high alpine for those that aren't in the know. Yeah, and they can't really migrate south or lower elevation because there's too many predators, so they have no choice but to stay in that rocky high alpine area.
And it would be too warm for them if they were to go too low.
Yeah, that as well. And then, so how can people volunteer to assist in this study?
Yeah, great question. So this Thursday, August 2nd at 5:30, we're hosting an informational happy hour at Walking Mountains where volunteers can come and learn more about the pika ecology, learn more about how they can help, watch some informational videos, and then we're actually going to talk about field techniques when they can sign up and actually go to those environments and hike around and look for evidence of pika.
Okay, so give me a little preview of what a field technique would be if I wanted to, on my next leg, if I wanted to go climb Mount Sherman this weekend. What should I look out for to help out?
Well, you could look for evidence. You could look for hay piles. So pika are one of the only animals in the high alpine that don't hibernate. They're active year-round. So during the summer, they're gathering hay piles.
Look at him.
Very cute. There's a perfect picture of a pika gathering some food for the
winter. Wildflower, maybe a leaf or something.
Yeah, they gather the grass that's up there. You can see them adorable with little wildflowers in their mouths sometimes. So they'll stash that out. They'll dry it in their little areas where they're living, and they'll eat that year round. So they'll be able to survive the winter.
Oh, I love these guys so much.
They're
so
great.
Amazing. Between the pikas and the marmots up in the high alpine area, I think is my favorite part of getting out there and hiking.
Totally, yeah. And sometimes, you can't really tell the pikas and the marmots apart by how they sound. They sound very similar, but I always think of the pika as sounding like I stepped on my dog's squeaky toy.
Pika!
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. So that's this Thursday, and it starts at 5:30?
5:30, yep.
5:30 at Walking Mountain Science Center. And if you don't know, that is actually just behind the new police station and Buck Creek Medical Plaza in Avon on the north side of the highway.
That's right, yeah.
Well, definitely check it out, guys. This is a great program. Climate change affects all of us, and especially the most adorable creatures. We don't want to lose pika at all. They're so great, and they're so beneficial to the ecosystem, gathering little wildflower seeds and allowing the proliferation of the wildflowers into different zones. So it's important to keep them around. Well, thanks for coming on, Kaitlyn. I love Walking Mountain Science Center and having you guys. And coming up next, we've got Mark with the weather and more epic morning fun.